Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Cloud and Data with Kaushik. So in this demo, we are going to create our custom VPC, and from that newly created custom VPC, we are going to launch our web server, that ec2 instance, and with that help of custom user data. Okay, so this is the agenda of that demo, and I hope I am audible to all of you. So without any delay, let's get started. So now switch over to my ec2 or AWS console. So you can see this is the ec2 dashboard, and before going to create any instances, first we have to click on that. We have to create some custom VPC. Okay, so just search VPC over there, and you can see the first link of this service is that VPC, isolated cloud resource. Okay, just click on that VPC, and by default one VPC is there. Now here my goal that I have to create my own VPC, and from that own VPC we can launch the instances. And now you can see this is one VPC in that region, US West region. Okay, and VPC is a regional service. Okay, and in order to create our own VPC, just click on create VPC. This is the button that you have to click over there. Okay, in order to create the VPC. So click on create VPC, and here you can see that resource to create and VPC only. So select VPC and more, by default is there, and you have to provide the name. So you can write web. Okay, web VPC. Auto generate is name was there by default, the project something, but you can also create your own VPC own name also. Okay, and now just scroll down inside cider block, IP4 cider block. Here I can choose my own cider block also. So I just use that. Sorry, so you can use that 70. Okay, so you can write 1070 0.10.70.0.0/16. Okay, and in the VPC we have two availability zone. You can see two availability zone, number of exit, that is 2, number of public subnet, that is also 2, and you can, this is that 2 availability zone, US West 2A, US West 2B. Okay, and number of public subnet, that is 2. Then we can customize this subnet. Customize subnet cider block. Okay, so this is your VPC is there. Customize VPC and like subnet and customize subnet cider block. Just click over there, and here you have to change one. $24 and subnet cider block, that is your this value you have to choose 2 and 20. Okay, so this is these two. We don't need any NAT gateway or VPC endpoint, and public subnet, private subnet will not require 0. Okay, I don't need any private subnet, so you have to just select on 0. So you can see two subnet, US OS 2A and US OS 2B, these two subnet. Okay, and NAT gateway, I don't require any NAT gateway and not required any VPC endpoint as of now. Okay, so just click on none. So you can also see that wizard also, right? So this is my VPC, web VPC, and whenever I click on there, now it has been activated, and you can see the routes. So this is inside that VPC. I have two public subnet. I don't have any private subnet. I have not required as of now for that demo, and you can route tables. Sorry for that. And route table web RTB public and network connectivity W internet gateway. One internet gateway is created. Okay, is there now. When I click on that create VPC, this is that preview. How I am going to create means what has to be activated if you will click on create VPC. Okay, so make sure that your subnet should be correctly customized as your uh, business use case. So now I have to create that VPC. Okay, there is, and both the subnet you can see routed by the public route tables. Okay, and now click on create VPC, and all of the components will be creating. Okay, and you can see create subnet. Okay, some errors is happening. Just go to back and just select on there. So your web subnet, that I have to check this one. Don't worry, just a minute. My IP4 subnet, that has to be 10.70.0.016. That is okay, I think. Just a second. No IPv4. Just a second. Okay, that should be, I think, 24. Yeah, it's my mistake. That has to be done in that subnet block. Now you just click on create VPC. Okay, so these two, because my subnet, my main VPC in that that region. Okay, so click on create VPC. Now I think VPC creation will be done. That should be no issues. Okay, you can see that I have successfully created that VPC. You can also check your VPC. Just click on view VPC. And this is your custom VPC. Okay, that is your custom VPC of created. This is your VPC and your the IP4 CIDR block is there. You can click on your VPC, and this is your web WP web VPC. Okay, this is my successfully created my custom VPC, and this is your IP4 CI CIDR block. This is your web VPC, and we have to make some changes in the subnet setting. Select the subnets that got created, and web subnet public, you can also filter this with that your VPC, right? This is your VPC. Just go and you can also copy, and you can also filter your VPC. Okay, and the VPC you have is two subnets. This subnet you have this one subnet, and another subnet also is two subnet is there. And I can also filter. Just a second, I have to filter this one. VPC subnet VPC. Yes, so you can see this is my custom VPC, and inside that custom VPC we have two public subnet. That is not created in private subnet. These two private subnet inside that VPC, I have successfully filtered out these two VPC, two subnets, and we have to make some changes. So do it one by one. Just select that first subnet and just click on action and go to edit subnet setting. Okay. Inside that edit subnet setting, you just enable auto assign public IP4 address. Okay. Just go to scroll down and click on save. That subnet, we have successfully changed the subnet setting. And next, that we have to go to the next subnet, this public subnet, and go to the actions. And inside the action, you have to click on edit subnet setting. Inside the edit subnet setting, same thing we have to follow, enable auto assign public IP4 address. Okay, just click on save. Okay, so you already you just click on the actions here, just edit subnet setting, the second subnet, like enable auto assign by IP4 address, and you can save. Okay, and go to the subnets, and these two subnets we have already done the settings. And one more changes, just scroll down the security groups. Just security groups here, you can see security. Inside the security tab, you can see that security groups. Okay, just click on security groups. Okay, and select the default security. For that one is your default one. So just select these security groups. This is the default security groups for that custom VPC, and that is VPC ID. Yes. So this is the VPC that has been added. So make sure that VPC ID. So default security groups you have to select. Okay. So A4, last A is A4. So you can also filter out that with the VPC ID. Okay, don't worry, that is A4, and you can see this is your default VPC, default security groups, not VPC. So we have to edit some inbound rules over here. So go to inbound rules, and you have to click on edit inbound rules. Okay. Now we have to add our rule. Click on add rule, and also just select HTTP, and you have to allow port 80 from anywhere. Okay, so you have allowed your HTTP rules. Now click on save rules. So your inbound rules security group successfully modified. Now everything is done from the VPC side. Now we have to focus on to create our EC2 instance inside that custom VPC. Just click on EC2. Just click EC2 virtual servers in the cloud, and in the EC2 we have to, there are many this is the EC2 dashboard, and we have to click on instances. Okay, and we have to click our one instance. So click on launch instance. This is the EC2 dashboard. So click on launch instance, and here you have to supply the name with per instance. And now just scroll down, select that Linux instance, and that is this free trial eligibility, and instance type that is also T2 micro, and make sure that your free trial eligibility setting should be there. Okay, so T2 micro you have to check, and now you have to keep your name. Earlier demo that I have selected, this key pair is 3-axis key pair. Same key pair you can use, no issues for that. Or either you can use your key pair, just click on create new key pair, and there you can create your own key pair. I had that key pair earlier, so I have to set it. Okay. Now important change is there in the network setting. Okay, so click on edit. Here we have to changes, and click on edit. Okay, inside that, instead of default VPC, we have to select my custom VPC. Okay, this is web VPC that I have created earlier. Okay, so just select this web VPC. Okay, and you can see, these two subnets. Okay, inside the VPC, these two subnet is there inside that custom VPC. This is that US West 2A, US 2B. Okay, and this subnet is there by default. If you choose your own VPC, that automatically subnet will be selected. You can see if I go to my default VPC here, just select default VPC. Just select default VPC for the understanding purpose. That there is no subnet is created. Okay, but here I have created these two subnet and attached to my custom VPC. Okay, this is web VPC, and these two subnets I have created. And auto assign public IP is enabled, and create security groups. We don't have to do that. Instead of create, we have select that existing security group. So select existing security groups, and you have these security groups. Okay, default SG206. So you can also check it. That same security groups is there. Also, you can set it. Let's check that one. You can also check that one. So just a second. I just reload the page, and I'm go to the security groups, and we have to check that both security groups are same or not. It should be same. For your understanding purpose, I'm going to check this one. So select existing security groups and common security group, that is default. Okay, you have to select default one. Just a second, you have to wait for reloading the page. Wait, reloading the page. And now you have to go to that your services, or you can also search from here like VPC, and also you can go the VPC and just scroll down your security groups. Okay, and also you can just VPC ID, you can filter out for, and make sure this is the security groups ID for default. Okay, you can also name, you can also edit the name, custom default security group name. Okay, any name you can provide, but just save it, and also make sure the security groups ID both should be saved, and just go there and you just refresh this one. You can also just select. Okay, so this is the default SG06F1, SG06F1 40, this value. Okay, 1. Now we have set everything. I have already attached that VPC and allow the HTTP port. Now go to the advanced details. This is the advanced details, right? Inside the advanced details, just go, and you have that user data. Okay, and I have add some user data. We no need to go and configure your website over there. So everything I have done from that user data. Okay, so just write, this is the command that I have to add in bash. Simple comments. So yum update minus y. Y means it will not ask yes or no. It will Y flag automatically update the instance. Okay. Next, yum install minus y and httpd. Next, you have to change the directory like var www html, and here you just print that welcome to my site. Okay, that should be printed in that index.html. I write this text inside the index.html, and service we have to start. Everything will be automatically started. Okay, httpd start str. Okay, now we have to write check config httpd on. Don't worry, I will add that comment in that comment in our description box. So no issue, you have to add that comment. This is the custom data, custom user data that I have to be provided, and number of instances 1. I don't have to change anything else. I have done everything. Just check that this is your custom VPC, web VPC. I don't have used my default VPC, and inside my web VPC I have 2 subnets. So US two public subnet makes your two public subnet, not using private. Okay, so two private subnet, public subnet, I have that, and I have to use that existing security groups where I have modified my, I have allowed the HTTP port 80 from that security group. Okay, now number of instances, one, no issue, click on launch instance. So you have to click on launch instance. So click on launch instance, you can wait some time in order to create. You can see the instance is launched successfully. Go to the ec2 and go to the instance running and just wait. You already make the filter running, right? It will come. You have to wait some time. It has to be, I think, pending state. Yes, you can see I have already filtered out the running state. That means my instance running state, only this instance is coming, and status check is initializing. That means 2 by 2 status checks will come. So just check that whatever I have written inside that HTML file, that should come automatically. No need to go inside that EC2 instance, configure everything. I have done from that user data. So user data, that is the bootstrapping your script from when you initialized your web servers from the EC2 instance. That time you can add that script, and this script will be recalculated, and HTTPD on. I have already start the service also. So just check it is working or not. So copy the public IP and go to the new tab and just paste the new your public IP and press enter. Is everything goes fine? So I can able to see that page. So welcome to my site. You can see welcome to my site is coming. So we have successfully initialized our EC2 instance, Amazon Linux instance inside our custom VPC. And in that custom VPC, we have two public subnet we have already done. And I hope you can understand that demo, that how we have to configure our EC2 instance in the custom VPC. And that's all from my side for the demo. If you have any doubts, so please let me know in that comment box, so we can definitely address your concern. Okay, so you can also change that user data, right? You can see you can return back to the H2 instance, and you have that user data. You can find out over here instance setting, and you can get that edit user data. Okay, but make sure you cannot edit if your instance is running. You have to stop that instance and then you have to edit it if you want to change something. Okay, so you can see current user data, and it is clearly written to edit your instance user data. You first need to stop your instance. So if you want to change something, you can always stop the instance and you can add. You can also update your user data. So in order to update, you have to choose that edit user data. Okay. So I have done from my side for the demo how we have to customize we have to create our own VPC. I have to create my own instance inside that custom VPC, and already is done, and we can enable to see from my that website from that browser. I hope you can learn something new for that demo. If you have any doubts, so please let me know. So this is your instance is running. You can see this instance, okay? And I just repeat one thing. If you want to edit the user data, just go to actions and go to the instance settings. You can see instance setting. Just scroll down and you can see that edit user data, okay? This option, edit user data. Just click over there and you can change, but make sure you have to stop your instance. And thank you everyone for joining the session. I hope you can learn new things for that demo. And please share, like, and subscribe my channel. And in this way, we can learn and grow together. please subscribe my channel. That's my request to all of you. So you can know that live session or that interactive sessions for that coding part, or also that demo takes a lot of effort. So please subscribe my channel, and thank you for joining the session. And don't worry, I will add the script in the description box, so you can easily get that. You cannot write for your own, so you can easily get that from the description box. And thanks of all for joining the session. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you, everyone.